I got tired of waiting for the timer to tick down. Actually, why am I? There we go. That's more normal. I got tired of waiting for the timer to tick down. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're back on the Gymbound SMP. This is going to be, basically, I'm just streaming because I wanted to stream, and I haven't had a chance to. And honestly, I was hoping that I could stream at the normal time, and then I got a phone call, and I had to take the phone call. So, it's scuffed. Of course it's scuffed. I'm hoping for more normal stream times like tomorrow or maybe Saturday, potentially. But for now, we're just going to be chilling on Gymbound, learning the create mod, hopefully creating like a power station. Yeah, basically, windmill time. I'm currently, wait, actually, I forgot to change. Boop. I'm currently down in the mines, mining away because, well, I realized we don't have any andesite, and it's a really weird thing to have to go andesite mining, but you need andesite for the create mod. So we're just sort of down in the cave. We're just gonna find some andesite, and then we're gonna go up and start constructing and trying to figure out how this create mod works. And our goal is, by the end of the stream, to have a power station up and running, which will be able to power all the mechanisms in our base. There is another person who's done some create mod stuff where I can go just have a sticky beak at what they've done and copy it and steal it. I will grab coal because we're actually super low on coal. But I hope everyone's having a great day. This stream, I don't know how long it will go for. I have a bunch of stuff I wanted to get done today. And I was gonna stream at the normal time, and then I got called. So, might probably only be like a 3-hour stream. I apologize. But honestly, it's just really sucks for the Americans who aren't able to usually catch the start of the stream like they would. But, like, doesn't really change much for everyone else. Okay. Let's grab some zinc. Where's andesite? There's so much diorite and granite. Where's andesite? Oh, here we go. Let's place a torch down. We'll mine up all this. Hopefully this will be enough. To make the goggles? What goggles? I don't know what goggles you're talking about. My memory, if I've already been told, my memory is awful. Okay. Read the energy system. Ooh, okay. You may have to help me through a little bit. Because the goal is to get set up to potentially begin building the observatory next stream. But we need power flowing through. Hello, Fight Me, welcome. We need power flowing through our base in order to enable that. Hello, Fight Me, welcome. I'm just gonna say, sorry I didn't start at the normal time. I got a phone call. Sorry, this stream will probably be shorter because of that, but I still wanted to go live because I haven't been able to go live for the past 3 days, and I've been antsy. I'm going to potentially have a video up on the channel soon, just a short little compilation style video from some Gymbound clips, and then I'm also still hard at work at my song, which I'm hoping to have a better teaser of up soon. Lots of stuff. Another thing that I should mention is if I open my PC, we have a lot of dittos. We got a lot of dittos. I've been cat streaking dittos, and we're starting to get really good ones. Like you see, 431s. There's one over here, which is the best one so far. Yeah, this is the best one so far for like trick room style things. I want a perfect jelly baby. I want a perfect jelly baby. So that's why I haven't been catching anything on stream. I've just been doing that off stream. Once I have a perfect jelly baby, we are going to probably do a stream where the goal is to try and catch as many steel types as possible within like a time limit, where we like fly around the server and try and get as many steel types as we can, to start being able to breed them with our jelly babies. That is the plan. 80 stacks. I'm very glad I picked a place where we don't really have to terraform. Also, here's all the andesite we need. This is so nice to actually, because it's a really weird thing to need andesite of all things. But we need so much. Well, actually, I don't know how much we need. I just want enough that we don't have to go back to the mines while we're working on the create mod. That's my goal. So if we get like, here, let's see if I sort. We currently have 4 stacks in a bit. Probably a little bit more, and then we're good. But yeah, I'm hoping to stream tomorrow and the day after, but in all likelihood, I might only be able to stream one. I hate not being able to stream as much as I'd like to. The schedule's all over the place. I'm trying my best, but real life's. And then what can you do? All right, continue mining everything away. Stop hissing at me, spider. I'm busy. Okay. But how is everyone doing in the chat? I hope you are having a fantastic time and you've had a great couple past days. All right. Mining away everything. Sick for a week? Ooh. I mean, I was sick for like 2-3 weeks, and now I'm back to full health finally. I'm back. And you could probably hear there's a lot more energy in my voice. There's a lot more. I'm able to actually fully. I'm going fast. I don't know why. Because I'm not even on like. I haven't even had like sugar or anything. I think I'm just really awake and really antsy to stream. So I'm talking a million miles a minute. Hopefully you can keep up. But yes. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, we're getting. There should be plenty of andesite for everything we need to do. I don't actually think we need that much. It's just as a just in case sort of thing. All right. I forget what it even was that we had to use andesite on. I think it was like we had to make like something andesite out of andesite. That was like, or maybe it wasn't even making something out of andesite. I think it was zinc and andesite is what we needed. All right. How are we looking? We'll grab one more stack. Like, we'll finish this stack, is what I mean. Ooh, even more iron. That's nice to see. All right. A little bit more. Come on. Oh, 4 more. There we're good. Ah, we're a little over. All right, now we need to get back to base, and the quickest way to do that is to fall. So where can we fall a great distance, a great height, and meet to the ground? Actually, there's a creeper down here. Hello, Mr. Creeper. I'd like to go back to my base. Thank you. Here, we're back at the... This is where I keep spawning, because this is where all the dittos are being found. This is where the jelly babies spawn. But let's go back to our actual base. Or I have something to show you guys. So, I wasn't quite happy with how the telescope ended up looking at the end of last stream. I really liked the rotating mechanism. I really liked all that. But the shape of the telescope, it wasn't quite there. So, I spent probably 5 or 6 hours off stream just like moving blocks around and trying to get the telescope to look more like a telescope. And I think I've done a fantastic job of it. This took me an unreasonable amount of time. I don't want to admit how long it took me to get this looking like this. But it looks so much more like a telescope now. And it makes the whole build look so much more like an observatory, which I think was worth it. Like, come on, look at that. It took... Hello, Alistair, welcome. I'm just showing off the new and improved telescope. But what I need to do... We need to pick. So, if we open up the map... I'm thinking to build... So, in our base, I'm thinking that we're going to have the entrance be here. Like, this is going to be where you sort of enter. This is where we'll eventually put the waystone and eventually, like, have people enter. I'm thinking of having a greenhouse sort of thing up here. Potentially having all my, Like, I'm thinking this being sort of like the main street. So I'm thinking I'll build a building to put all my create mod stuff in over here, where like the power is generated and everything. And so the first thing I think I'm going to do is just make a frame, not actually build the building yet, because I'm not sure what I'd want to build, but we'll just make a frame out of like cobblestone. Oh, I should put my armor back on. Okay. Hello, Golurk. All right. We have so many TRs. Okay. Put all this stuff away. And we can grab out cobblestone. Let's do like this, maybe. Yeah, that works. And then I'll do it like that. Let's grab a little bit more cobblestone just to make sure we've got plenty. And let's go. So basically, we're just going to build the frame of wherever we want our power to be generated. And then the whole idea is we'll run either underground or like through buildings or various things, the rotational force we get to power everything. So like potentially having it run underground and then up like through. So these spaces have been left empty. We could easily fill them with like mechanisms. There's a lot of blocks you need to have on you at one time. I'll build the frame and then I'll empty my backpack for create. That's what I think might be the smartest thing to do. So if we have sort of, because the whole idea is this diagonal right here, this is where you enter the observatory. So the center of town is like right about where I'm standing, is where like we'll have the town center sort of be. And it'll also be sort of where you teleport into right about here. Or potentially here. It's one of those two places. Maybe here makes more sense. Right here is where you teleport into. And then we can have like builds here, builds here, builds here. So maybe we actually, off on this segmented area back here, maybe this is where we put all our create stuff. Yes, I think that's smart. We put all our create stuff back here, so that in our actual town, this will sort of be a building that's a bit out of the way. I do think we're going to want to give ourselves a decent amount of space. So we will go ahead and... Actually, let's start... They added in tree feller. So this is much nicer to do. We no longer have to sit mining away at trees for ages. We can just go bop and they're gone. Bop. Fantastic. And then we just have to make sure to get rid of the saplings, because that could be bad. Okay. There we go. Just a few more to clear out from the area. A power station with power lines. Sort of, though I want it to be steampunk style, which is why I'm not building the building yet. We're going to build a frame and then figure out like, okay, where do we want things to go? Though what I may do is build actually like a foundation, because we're treating sort of cobblestone as a foundation block at the moment. So that's what I'm thinking, is we'll build the foundations upon which this building rests. We'll build this building's foundations. That's the words I was trying to get out. Okay. Let's jump all this away for now. We'll keep that in. Okay. Oh, there's a bot. Time to get nuked, bot. Bop. There it goes. What power generator? Windmill, water wheel, steam engine. They all sound fun, but I feel like steam engine is gonna require us constantly replace. Let's do some searching. So if I do steam engine, it's pretty cheap to make. What is a steam engine? Oh, that's the wrong thing. What's this? So a steam engine can be placed on a fluid tank. Clicking the engine with a shaft creates the kinetic output. Oh, so you just build it on campfires. Okay. Then I think we'll make 4 fluid tanks. With the help of blaze burners, the power output can be increased. Higher power levels requires more water, size, and heat. With engineer's goggles. Okay. So we could have... Interesting. The ways to get almost infinite energy. Oh, wow. Okay. What are blaze heaters? Blaze burner. How do I make this? How do I make a blaze burner? Provide heat to items. Blaze has to be fed with flammable items. Can reach an even stronger level of heat. Fill an empty one with a blaze. Like, we actually need a blaze. Like, to go get a blaze. I don't know how much power we need, but potentially just having multiple campfire steam engines running might make more sense. I don't know. But let's build foundations. So, how big is space? I think we want a decent amount of space for this. So let's try and get somewhat centered. This feels like about... Though, if it's sort of the idea is that we're gonna make the main street be about here. Like, this is gonna be all sort of like foundationed and be a street with buildings here and buildings here. Potentially, we actually will have an entrance like here, which is like a back road to get here. What? Another reason to just make the foundation. Another reason to just make foundations. So let's go ahead and just start placing blocks. So we'll go, say, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so 2, 3, 4. That makes it 10. This will make it 14. I actually think 1 block centers are good in, so I'm gonna try and keep 1 block centers in all my builds. That taught me that with having to rotate that. I think street light and building lights would look epic. Yeah, there are tons of things I want to set up. I want this area to look pretty, like, steampunk centric with lots of like buildings overhanging. Like the main street, I'm gonna want it to look really almost cramped in a way, and having like buildings and things set up everywhere. But first we need a source of power. Then we can start actually building, because we have a place to get power from to power like engines and everything. So this is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then I think for the sake of the shape of this building being a little more interesting, we're gonna have it like go here and then have like an add-on over here. I think is the plan. So we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I think is how many we're gonna go back. And I'll check that that's right over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And those are on the same level, so I feel pretty good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, this is like one bit of our foundations for this area. And then we're going to build out sort of like an extension over here, which can come like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have it be, I'll have this side be flush with the back. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then like this, potentially. And then maybe be like a 15. So we cut 10 off from here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, Easier to count from the back. 15 probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, supposedly. We'll check if that's actually right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. Definitely build hot air balloons. I do think having airships and like various things. A lot of other people have like cool lore and other things on the server. I built it to make an awesome epic gym and a really cool town around it. And also to like catch some Pokemon and have fun. So I really want my gym to look epic. Then I think maybe also having like a little extension off to the side as well. Like here, maybe near the center. So if we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the center. So I'll mark the center. Which looks about right on the map. And we'll go maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 either side of it. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2. Like, how much is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interior. That's pretty cool. I think I like that. So just make it an interesting shape for the building. Like, it's a bit of a weird shape. Make the hot air balloon. Nah, I already, this is my gym over here. So the whole idea is it is not just steampunk. It is, we are trying to search the stars for new steel Pokemon up in the skies. So this is going to be our gym. It's going to be a planetarium. There's going to be a bunch of stuff because the hardcore world, which we will go back to, by the way, I prioritizing this because this will finish. The hardcore world is like it's just always there until I perish. And then it's hardcore. But so I'm prioritizing progress on this. I do want to stream some more other things, but I've just been really enjoying this is the problem. So I've just been wanting to keep streaming this. But so I think this is a fine shape for our power station. Sort of have like some weird potential like extra bits and like I kind of want it to look a little bit haphazardly put together in a way. Like weird shapes lend themselves well to steampunk architecture in my opinion. So we are going to like eventually have to build like a giant chimney on this and maybe like smoke pouring out of it because I mean it's a steam engine. It's got to have somewhere to go. But for now, we just need to figure out how to actually get power sorted. We're gonna need a lot more cobblestone probably. Soon I'm gonna set up a beacon and do a massive mining, like go far away and make a quarry to just get a ton of blocks. But for now, honestly, it probably actually makes sense to do that under our base, to open up some space for later. I'll talk a little bit. My plan is to have a gym challenge. So like in Pokemon games, when you challenge a gym, you have to like, do like a gym challenge. For example, like the ice slidey mazes or various things. I want mine to be a constellation-based puzzle where it's a giant room where you're on like a clock where you have to change the time and then the constellation changes and like there's some puzzle surrounding that. Like based on the time, of course, the position of things in the night sky switches, which would be really, really cool, but it's going to take a lot of work to get working. It's going to be a multiple stream project most likely, and we're going to need power. Which is why probably it'll have to have its own separate power supply. But if we learn how to power stuff here, then we should be good. Now, to people, well, I think to person that knows create mod, big bingo. If I try and have one thing move a lot of things, will it eventually run out of power? Like, if I'm trying to have one thing rotate everything in my base, it's gonna need a fair bit of power. Another Articuno. Come here. Another for the sword. These, we're only allowed legendaries that spawn from events. So I think everyone on the server has taken out like 5 legendary birds each. It's on site. Okay. What's this over here? A rune. Oh, wow. A Runerigus just spawned. That's kind of nuts. But I don't need that. Boop, boop, boop. All right. We're going to head on down. We're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Okay. I'm going crazy if you can't tell. I've got so much banked up energy from not being able to stream. And then this is probably going to be a shorter stream. So I'm like spending all my energy quickly. Like I gotta get it out. It's the... Oh, goodness. All right. Slowly put away all our stuff. 1,000 units of stress. You can spend up to 1,000 units. Takes no stress to transport the energy. Interesting. Okay. So we do probably want to set up a reasonably big... So this is an empty blaze burner. And then we have to physically trap a blaze in it? Question mark? Right-click a blaze with the empty burner to capture. Oh, okay. It's blazes can be collected from their spawners directly. Okay. You now have an ideal heat source. Do you have to permanently... Do you have to permanently feed blazes in order for them to keep going? That would be my question. Like, will I have to constantly feed them more burnable blocks? Constant material upkeep. Maybe I go for a campfire system, which generates less power, but hopefully water wheels and wind wheels don't require any upkeep. But they probably generate less power than just putting it on campfires or blaze burners. It's an interesting dilemma. Well, I'll think about it while I'm emptying out my inventory. Let's start with all the natural blocks. Actually, let's start with just wood blocks. So these are all wood blocks. I think, oh, that's also wood blocks. Yep, that looks like all the wood related stuff goes in here. Then we have the natural blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that might be all the natural blocks. Oh, and the apple. Boop. Put all that away. We want to keep the andesite in here because it's actually something we need. Let's go for TRs next. We'll see what can go in our case and what we need to put elsewhere. But yeah, basically our goal is, in order for us to start really working, because I want to start doing like streams where basically every stream we're constructing a bit more of the base. Because I think that's fun to watch, is us working away at the base. But in order to do that, I really want power so I can actually try and have like mechanisms going around town. It should be very cool. Because some people have already started working away at their stuff, and it's looking pretty cool. And by some people, I'm pretty sure it's like one person. But hey, that's still people. That's still person. All right. Put all these away. So that is all the TRs. Then we grab all the TMs, which is a fair few. We got a lot. When we actually do get into building our team and stuff, we'll have plenty. So now let's... Oh, wait. Sticks go on the wood chest. I forgot. Boop. Let's grab all of our mob drops, which is all this stuff. Bones, feathers. That looks like all the mob drops. Then we want to grab all of the Cobblemon related blocks, which is all... Oh. Okay. Don't know what just happened there, but... We're good. Yep, all the Cobblemon. So all these go in here. And this as well. And then all the berries go in here. We're keeping our chests organized. We're keeping our storage. You know, we're not gonna... As easy it is to just shove everything in a box. We're actually being responsible, at least for now. So that we don't have to worry in the future about, oh goodness, where is everything gone, sort of thing. We'll know where everything is. Alright. Oh. And let's actually take out all of our zinc ingots and zinc nuggets. Well, a fair few of them. Let's take out some iron, some gold, some copper, and that, and chuck it all into our backpack so we can sort now and sort of start getting all the things we may need. And I think we needed more cobblestone to finish off. Oh, am I out of cobblestone? Ugh. Yeah, I am going to need to go potentially get, plop down a beacon somewhere. Because I think I can easily get enough iron for it, because there's someone who who is letting me use their iron farm. Flat lava cast it. Ooh, smart. Smart. I can just lava cast. Yeah. Oh, I should probably just do that. Yeah. Wait, that's smart. I'll do that. I'll save the cobble I have. That makes me sound smart. Oh, it would make stone. Oh, you're right. That would make stone. Never mind. We do need... I may... Well, we could just start working on this back section. And then if we need the more space, we can fill in the front. So here we go. Do like that. So, we need... So, if we're going for a steam engine, which I think is what I'm thinking about going for, we needed fluid tanks. So, a fluid tank... A creative fluid tank? Oh, I think that can only go in creative. A frame tank is like we can make it any block, but I like the look of the fluid tank anyway. Oh, I keep muting myself. Can be used to store large amounts of fluid. And then that can be pumped out. Pipe networks can push and pull fluids. The contained fluid can be measured by a comparator. Wait, so what it was for a steam engine that we needed fluid, right? Was it fluid tanks? That looks like a fluid tank. Oh, they put various... Yeah. Wait. Steam engine can be placed on fluid tank. So let's make fluid tanks. That's a good place to start. We'll need a source of water. Make some temporary water wheels so I have a backup power source. That's smart. Water wheel, large water wheel. What does a water wheel do? What do you do? Water wheels draw force from adjacent water currents. Covering additional sides will not improve its output. Wood planks on the wheel to change its appearance. Okay. So that's all we need. So... shaft and spruce wood. Oh, I guess wood is another thing that I should add to my backpack. And maybe some deep slate so I just have a form of cobblestone. Let's actually... I plan on taking down this anyway because it's a bit out of the way and not quite level. So let's just steal some cobblestone from over here quickly so we have some spare. Favorite these recipes? Yeah, probably. That would be smart. I should probably do that. Ooh, do I go into the underground? Nah. Hey, we could find a perfume in there, though. We're gonna quickly, whenever one of these spawn, we're going to quickly check. So I don't know if I've been into one of these on stream. I think I might have. We are basically going to just quickly check the hikers to see what they're offering, because we need rare perfumes for more jelly babies. So how many hikers do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we want to check 1, 2, 3 hikers very quickly. We're looking for one that sells rare perfume. We have 4 minutes. Oh, goodness. That's shiny incense. That's wrong. Down this way. Also, potentially buys fossils off us would be nice. Come on, hikers. What do you got for me? Not rare perfume. And no selling of fossils. We gotta go all the way up the top. I was really hoping it wouldn't be this guy all the way up here. But yeah. We'll continue. I'm trying to do like a super action-packed short stream, because I do need to work on potentially editing and also music today. I really want to get some work done on stuff. Potentially getting a video up tomorrow, like a short little video, which could be fun. It'll depend on how long it takes me and how much work I get done today. We'll see. But yeah. All right. I have commissioned something in relation. So right now, if I do this, our mega, like who is supposed to be sort of the ace of just us running around. It's nothing's going on here. There's nothing. So I maybe am getting someone to make us a cooler Mega Mawa, potentially. But we'll see. We'll see. The main trick will be, because basically our gym's ace is North Star, but when we're just running around battling other trainers, this is our ace right here. Our actual personal team, we are building around getting Mega Mawile to shine. Alright. This is the last one. Uncommon perfume. Not rare. We can run back now. Actually, I'll click one shiny sparkle near the exit to demonstrate what is the underground. Oh, here's one. So basically, like, you have to mine out various sections trying to not hit metal and find the treasures. And so I've just been doing this to try and find fossils and these big spheres, big circles, because when you get enough of them, you can trade them in for perfumes that increase the spawn rates of a certain category. So then I use rare perfumes to increase slime chunk ditto spawns so I can get more jelly babies. So off stream, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm sitting up at that slime chunk and I'm going into like these. That's basically all I'm doing, because I don't want to make too much progress without you guys being, without you guys being privy to it. Okay, so we can chuck away all that into here. And you'll see I've gotten a lot of things from the underground, like plates and various stuff. We needed, yeah, wood. We needed wood. We needed to grab just various things from here we might need. And then we'll make a water wheel as a temporary source. And then look into potentially getting... So let's just grab a stack of the ironwood. We have a ton of it. I'll also grab the acacia just in case we need vanilla wood. I will also grab out the remaining ores I didn't grab before of some coal, some diamonds, some emeralds, some lapis just in case. Oh, and redstone. I nearly completely forgot. Let's grab a ton of redstone. I also have, as you can see, some things just in here that are related to this that I should just might as well chuck in. Who knows? We might need it. So yeah, this was the andesite casing is one thing we needed, where you, I think, just put andesite on wood or something to make it. Okay. Let's go. That should be good. So let's go over here. And let's make... I honestly think maybe one of the extra little sections that we've built then will be for our, like, backup water wheel. How do you craft andesite alloy? I think that's 2 andesite, 2 zinc nuggets. I think. Run away. Run away. Let's actually light up this area with some torches just to make it a little nicer. Hello, Executor. How are you doing? Light up the area. And that should be good. So, I'll just fill this to make it more even. So let's use this little section over here for like the backup water wheel. So what is the large water wheel for? I guess like extra water. Or maybe just aesthetic. We could have a large water wheel on the outside of this build. Sort of thing. And make it out of a wood type that almost looks a bit like copper. That does feel quite fitting. So maybe let's make a large water wheel. So let's first of all grab out some ironwood logs and let's make a crafting table. Because I don't know why I didn't think I would need one. Because of course I need one. It's a crafting table. Put that here. I should also actually, I forgot. I should grab all the create stuff we had in our basement and move it over here. Like the press and various things. I think that's actually all it was, just the press. So that basically the idea is that in this building over here is where we'll put all of our sort of create mechanisms and things, as well as having external power. Oh, glass for the goggles. Yeah, I should make those right now, maybe. So if I go ahead and I make the goggles, create the engineer's goggles, I think are what we're looking for. So we need a golden sheet. I can make that by doing this. Awesome. All right, golden sheet. And then 2 glass and a string. So we'll grab 1 string. Good thing you reminded me, because otherwise we would have not had what we needed. So, engineer goggles. What is the hourglass for? I guess it's just a thing you can make. Slot head. So if I go... Oh, we have to equip those. Okay. I mean, probably is going to look cool if I do this. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. But I'm keeping the Gymbound hat on. Can go in a curio slot sometimes, depending on mods. I think it's fine. We don't need a helmet. I honestly think it almost is better to not wear a helmet. Okay. Let's go ahead and put... Okay. So let's grab this. This. That's everything. Awesome. Let's go. Wrench. We should be able to make a wrench over here. How much is it? What does a wrench take? That wrench? Or is it a different wrench? This wrench. Golden sheets, cog. Yeah, okay, I can make that over here. I'll just replace what I had and make a wrench. But yeah, we are working on attempting to get as much create mod stuff as we can done this stream. And then in a future stream, we can actually build up the structure around it. Though I need to do... I'm thinking about going into a creative mode world on this sort of mod pack, and we sort of like look through the block list and sort of get an idea of what we want to build out of. Not testing out building, because I prefer just doing that on the server, but sort of getting an idea of what we build. Oh no. That's right. And then we could do this. And then these guys can go away. Awesome. So let's go ahead and press some gold. Okay, I guess I should just keep gold ingots. 3 golden sheets should be enough to make a wrench. I just need to make a cogwheel first, which means I need to make... Okay, let's take some stuff out of here. Let's take this, this, and this to make... What can I make out of all this? A cogwheel, which should be enough to make the wrench. Technically, wrench. What do we need? What am I missing? A stick. A stick. A single stick. There we go. Wrench. 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 There we go. We have a wrench. What does the wrench do? When used on blocks, rotates components around the clicked face. Okay, wait. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'll figure it out. Put your Pokeballs away. It's create time. That's true. I'll put everything but the repeat balls away because the repeat balls are what we use if a Ditto spawns. And then I can put the backpack up here, this up here, this up here, and that's pretty good. I guess I'll keep the Ultra Balls on me as well. And then I just have all this space for creating. So, we need, for starters, to make the water wheel. To make the big water... That's not how you spell water. To make the big water wheel, we're gonna need... to make a shaft and then add a bunch of wood. So a shaft is made through that. And then we can make... Oh, wait, we gotta do it here. We could take a bunch of wood and get a bunch more wood to make the small water wheel. And then the big water wheel. And then we can see, where do we place this? Eevee and Eevee, get out of here. We don't need you. Oh, is that us? That was... Kill one, spare the other. That's not happening. Actually, I don't even know where they are. They get to live. Okay. So this, if we're putting this like on the outside of the build. Okay, wait. So, I think if we're putting it on the outside, it should be right where this is. So if we build up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow, person. For once, I'm not in a call with the person who followed, so I can say thank you. Awesome. Wait, let me. I don't think I gotta do the same back. Yep. Let me also do, because I think this is a thing I can do. Awesome creation. Yeah, now you can hear me. Hello. Ooh. Oh, wow, that was bad. Ooh. I'm a ghost. Okay, let's do this. So what if I was to try and... Yeah, that looks... But maybe putting it instead... Though I guess that did look pretty good. We could just leave it like this, and then break this block. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to notify the server because it doesn't do it automatically for me. For some reason. Yeah, it doesn't like me. Me in particular. Even though it's linked, it's like, no, you're not live, actually. It points at me and goes, you're not live, actually. I think you're lying. And I'm like, no, please. I'm live. I just want the other people on the server to know I am. All right. Probably put a guide or something. It requires things like activity sharing. Okay, maybe I haven't told it I'm live good enough. Maybe that's the potential. I haven't told it I'm live well enough. Okay, let's see. So this water wheel can then... We get an andesite casing. So then we put a shaft here. And we'll put just like an extra one. But we'll get an andesite casing to... Yeah, we should make some andesite casings, which I think is just either placing... I think it's placing something on stripped oak wood. I think you go like... So if I go potentially here, strip this, and then do I just place andesite on it? No. I place... zinc ingots on it? No, I think I have to place the alloy, which means I do this. So then, can I place this on it? Yes, there we go. You have over 200 andesite. I think I mined enough, but if I need to borrow some, I will absolutely borrow some. Actually, I don't know if I speak it. Wait, how do I? Oh, there we go. Oh wait, do you just shift? I don't know how that worked, but it worked. So now we have an andesite casing there. So this now means if we were to go ahead and... So how do we want to... We'll build a little trench. Like almost like a intentionally designed reservoir underneath. Well, I guess everything's intentionally designed, but something like this, which can then look like it goes down. So then if we have it be... Do I do like that? No. It needs to be on one side. So do I... Yes. Okay. I don't know how that will look in the final build. We'll have to figure out a cooler way to have the water work. But... It does work. Yeah. It does work. We just need to figure out how we can make it look a bit cooler in the final build. So, Bink Bingo typed, so you don't need the axe and hoe in your inventory, and it flagged hoe. I think that message can be allowed through. I love Twitch auto mod sometimes. It's so goofy. Okay. Not the tiller and the chopper. Yeah, axe was the problem, actually. I think axe was the word it flagged. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's break this for starters. So now this is giving us some form of power. So we now need... So we're gonna want to put our like steam generators back here. So to make a fluid tank, because I think that's what we need first, we need... What is a fluid vessel? Oh, same thing. Basically the same thing. Copper sheets and a barrel. So let's clear our inventory a little bit. And let's get copper in here. And let's immediately start being in the industrial age. Let's move this over here and do this. And then we just need to make some small cogwheels, or is it large cogwheels? Pretty sure I have a large cogwheel, so I could see how big this is. I place this in. Probably that, yeah. Wait, and then wrench can rotate this? Excuse me, wrench? Sneak dismantles. But what rotates it? I don't know. Okay. So now I need a mini cogwheel to go. Well, actually, if we do this, and I try putting the mini cogwheel here, does that work? No. No, it doesn't. Would a mini cogwheel on mini cogwheel work? Maybe. If I make another mini cogwheel. Let's see. Does this? Yes. Okay. So if I now put down a copper here. No. Is it the wrong way? No, wait, it did. It did. It is working. So we want to not put all our copper down. But let's maybe put like 8 to be made into sheets. So we just have a stockpile. Let's actually grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Try putting down a large cogwheel from the power source. Attach a small cogwheel diagonal to it. That will double the processing speed. That would be smart. But yeah, okay, that would probably be smart. Let's do that. So we'll place this here, which means that then we want to put it like here, theoretically. But let's give it some space. So if we put it like here, and then like this, and then we go bop, bop, bop. Okay. And then we put down 15 copper. Has that made it faster? Maybe? Maybe it has. Okay, we got 3 copper sheets anyway, so we can make... Well, actually, with that one there, do it again for 4 times speed. For now, this will do. Oh, don't press my sword. Just keep pressing copper ingots, that's fine. So, because we are going to probably need a lot of fluid tanks. So we need a barrel. How do you make barrels again? Wait, I can make copper windows? Oh, that's good to know. How do you just make a barrel? Slabs, and I don't want a lever in the middle. Okay. Good to know. Let's do this. Split that like that. Boop, boop. Oh. Oh no. Oh, someone better get on that. Oh, what have you done? Oh, sitting on the, oh goodness. All right, wait. Fluid tank. Oh. Again? Wow, you really need it. You're desperate. Wait, how do I get them to link? How do you get them to link like they had in the other thing? Oh, I guess maybe you can only get them to link in certain ways. 2 by 2, yeah, okay. So we will collect all this again. All right, here we go. So let's make a bunch more barrels. Let's make 4 more barrels. Let's make a bunch more fluid tanks. Okay. So, if we have... So you had to heat the fluid tank, I'm pretty sure. When we looked at the... What is a fluid valve? What do we need this for? Valve 5's help control fluids propagating through pipe networks. Is currently allowed through. Okay, so it's like an off switch. Okay, good to know. We'll need fluid pipes for sure. So if we grab, and a fluid gauge maybe. But so we have fluid tanks. Let's go back to steam engine. We don't need a steam whistle. Though we kind of need a steam whistle. We might make a steam whistle. Oh, I keep muting myself. I thought your thing. Oh, wait. Oh, I did. Okay, wait. I gotta start a timer. also gonna... All right. I see we are working with some fandangled contraptions. Now, I may not be the most experienced in working with such mechanical mechanisms, but I will do my best. All right, everyone. So today, all right, let's see what we need. I'm thinking we're probably gonna need a few more fluid tanks. Make sure we hold plenty of water. Make sure that no dams are bursting. If you can't tell, I don't quite know what to talk about in this accent, but I'm just gonna riff and I'll figure it out as we go. What else? Okay, now we can make plenty more fluid tanks. That's pretty nice. All right, let's keep looking. All right, plenty of wood. Let's make some more slabs. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this voice, but I'm doing something. Okay. Tons more fluid tanks. Another 5. All right. Keep it day. It can stand the yeehaw. That's a yeehaw. That's rootin' tootin'. I don't quite... Oh, wow, look at that fluid tank. Look at that thing. That's got quite the size to it. All right, now, so when let's ponder. I love to ponder. Actually, this brings up, there's a certain game that I really want to play called West of Loathing. Because I saw Markiplier play it a while back, and I've never played it myself. But I remember laughing my ass off at someone else playing it, and I think it would be quite the fun game to play on stream. So maybe we'll look into playing West of Loathing at some point, if possible. All right, so we need campfires under the fluid tank, and then we attach a steam engine to it. And so we need some way to pump in water and some way to get all sorts of things done. So we need to pump in water, and then we need a shaft to create a kinetic output. So let's make a steam engine. We just need a golden sheet. We can get that. Oh, it looks like all my copper sheets are done. Let's make a golden sheet. Please don't press my sword. Oh, you gotta go, Alistair? Oh, well, that's all good. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. And if you manage to make it back to the stream and drop by again, I will happily continue to entertain. But otherwise, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Oh goodness, there's a raid. Oh no. Oh well, I guess I gotta deal with the raid while I'm speaking country, and they just won't understand it. Hello everyone. I don't usually sound like this, but there's a redeem going on. Welcome to the stream. Wow, you see, every time someone does a coordinated raid, I remember how uncoordinated I am, and the fact that all my raids are just, go over there. And it makes me feel embarrassed. Very impressive. Welcome to the stream. We are playing on the Gymbound SMP, which I'll explain when I'm not having to speak like a country bumpkin. But currently, we are learning how to use a mod called the Create mod. So we got these mechanisms flowing around over here. I'll give a little tour of what we got going on. This, country ain't that hard. Listen, country's hard when you haven't lived, anywhere near country-speaking people for a while. And so I'm just kind of trying to remember how people sounded like, because I used to know a fair few Texans and the like. And I'm just trying to channel how I remember them sounding. Everyone can do a country voice if you live in it. That's true. Technically, every country that you speak from is a country voice in some sense. But, okay. I know you don't always speak with that outfit. I'm not crazy. I know awesome. But anyways, so over here we got, also if you're curious, I'm speaking to the chat in game because this is Gymbound SMP. It has 16 creators on it. It's either 16. I think it's actually 18. One for each type of Pokemon, and we're all making a gym and battling it out. Yep, I corrected myself eventually. Oh, my gym is going to be steampunk and space themed. So over here, we've got a little observatory. We got a telescope up the top, which we can actually, if I go up, this is the first create mod I did, is I can go over here and I can start cranking this. And if we look, this telescope of ours can sort of rotate around. And if I could shift the other way, I can rotate it back, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. But I want some automatic things to happen. I don't want to be out always having to sit with a hand crank. I want the whole roof of my planetarium over here, which is going to be my gym, to spin. And so I'm going to need power. And so that's sort of what we're working on right now. And I'm done. Okay, I can actually speak. Hello, welcome to the stream. I can now speak normally again. Hello, everyone. I can do that without power. I want power anyways. So that was surprisingly difficult. But oh, thank you for welcome to the crew. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. I can actually speak how I normally do now. So this is the Gymbound SMP. We have 18 players on it right now. Only Awesome's online, who is the psychic leader. My memory is so awful, but I'm pretty sure, 99% sure it's the psychic leader. I am the steel gym leader, as you can see by my steel types over here. But as you can probably see by these two goobers, there's some fake mon on the server, which is pretty cool. So, ooh, a couple sales to the observer. Man, there's so many cool things. So many cool things that I could do. That I really want to do. But basically, we are sort of working at learning to create mod this stream. The eventual goal is to build up this whole area. It's basically the focus for me. There's a bunch of other really cool people I really need to put out a post somewhere with everyone and everyone switches, but I'm bad at remembering things, hence the fact that I forget my social media accounts exist for like 5 days straight. Professional streamer, everybody. I remembered to run ads in my starting soon screen this stream. I'll take that as a win. Of course, that ran out by the time people started actually joining and rating in, which is not a win. But I remembered. I'll take a professional streamer. But yeah, everyone on the server is like, we should probably do that, and no one's done it. I'm a variety streamer. I stream all sorts of things. I always just completely, I need to actually like come up with what I should say when people write in, but I'm a buffoon. I am the pirate captain of scuff, which means that I always forget. But yeah, I like to stream a variety of games. I especially love things like visual novels. I love Minecraft. I have a deal going on where when I reach 100 followers, I will stream a horror game. I don't hate horror games. I'm just an absolute wimp with them. And I hate how we are slowly getting closer to that goal. But Signal, is that a horror game? I plan on having a poll in the Discord, or like an area where people can suggest and then vote. It will be for a mega stream Monday, which means I will play the horror game for at least 7 or 8 hours. So you'll get your follows worth, basically. And I won't be able to sleep that night, most likely. I'm terrified at what you guys are gonna pick, and I'm terrified at how quickly we're approaching that goal, but also excited. I enjoy more people stopping by and more people being able to enjoy. Oh, speaking of gummy bears, because I think that's a gummy bear emote. We got a ton of, wait, that's the wrong button. We got a ton of gummy bears in here. I've been cat streaking dittos. Like, if we look, I'm trying to get a perfect ditto, and we're getting so close. We're getting so close to getting perfect dittos. So every time a little gummy bear shows up, you gotta yell at me and make sure I catch it. Because we need them. All right, let's get back into... I gotta refocus on create modding. So let's make this. Let's make the Steam engine. Let's do this. So we need copper blocks. Well, a copper block. And then it's this. Yes, it is. Well done, me. So, okay. So this is like that. And then it said, I think we needed to attach a shaft to it. Just a shaft, right? And that would become an output. Yes. Okay. So this is like this. We actually, okay, I made a mistake, because what we actually need to do is lift it off the ground one so we can put a heat source beneath it. So then we want to do this and this, we need to make campfires, which I think from memory is a lot of logs and a lot of coal and sticks. It's a campfire. Yeah, sticks. Wow, I actually remembered that. Well done, me. All right, we actually might need more sticks, I think. So let's make some more sticks. Let's search up campfire. How many can I make? Well, I need 4. I guess I'll make an extra. Why not? And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This should start causing this to work once this has fluid in it, which means we need water. And I think we can grab some infinite source over here. I really could, but then I'd forget where it all is. You're right though. What could I put away? If I was to, so I could put away pickaxe. Well, I'll keep the pickaxe. I can put away my hoe. I can put away. I want to keep the Poke Finder on me. I want to keep my repeat balls on me, but I can put away the Pokepedia. I need to keep the backpack. I need to keep the Silk Touch pick, just in case we need to Silk Touch something. I can actually put away the Fortune pick and just use the Silk Touch pick. I want to keep the boat on me because it's useful, and everything else can go away. All right. That frees up an extra row of inventory space. Cool. I can't say, oh yeah, my bad. I can't call it a hoe. The tiller. All right. We'll keep on keeping on. Man, you see, the mechanisms are... This is why I want a bunch of moving stuff around my base. Because it will just bring it to life if I have, like, water wheels and, like, gears turning everywhere and all this cool stuff. Because we can make what are called copycat cogwheels, which allow us to assign any material. Which means we can make our cogwheels look like copper, which will be very useful. Okay. But for now, we need to just pump water. I'm assuming there's probably just going to be like a fluid pump. Feels like the sort of block we're looking for. A mechanical pump. Is this what we're looking for? Let's see. So mechanical pump. Fluid transportation. Govern the flow of their attached pipe networks. Indicates that... So I need 2 pumps. A pump from water and a pump into the fluid tank. Yes. So I need to make fluid pipes, which requires even more copper. Okay, I should just leave this permanently copper sheeting and go get more copper. We need so many copper sheets. Let's go grab more copper. All right. Cool. Awesome. Let's continue doing what we can. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. All right. I realize from watching back my streams, I realize I just say the same things over and over again. It's like, awesome, cool, fantastic. And it's like, shut up, me. Stop. Okay, let's grab a ton of copper and go back. All right, bop it, twist it, pull it. Copper. Okay. Let's go ahead. So now we need pumps, we need a water source. So we'll make an infinite water source sort of in the foundation of our factory. And then that way we can pump the water, like we can have a water reservoir. Well, actually, what would look cool is if we had right out here, and I'm gonna make it look a bit more natural, probably, but something like this, and then like, yeah, so let's grab some dirt. So I did like, well, actually, I've forgotten how water works, which means we actually want to make it all one block at first. So let's do like this. and then shape it a little bit like, okay, wait, like that. And then maybe like this over on this side. And we're basically going to make a little water pond next to the factory so it looks like we're actually drawing water from somewhere to cool it. I like trying to make my builds look sort of somewhat realistic is the plan. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill up the bucket, and then we should be able to make an infinite water source over here. But I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. As I said earlier, this stream is probably only going to be a 3-hour stream because I want to get some editing done. I want to get some work done on my original song. Tomorrow, I actually think I probably won't stream, and it is going to be a day fully focused on those two things. But it means that something should be released either tomorrow or Saturday for you guys to all enjoy. And then I'll probably stream Saturday. And note, this is my time. If you are in America, it's always just the day before. So it's like, if I say Saturday, it's Friday. If I say Monday, it's Sunday, etc. Okay. So now I need fluid pumps. So to make a fluid pump, I need fluid pipes, which is copper sheet copper. So let's make some fluid pipes like that. And then let's make, I need cogwheels for the fluid pumps. Let's make some more shafts. And then some more cogwheels to make 2 mechanical pumps. So if I put one right here, is it maybe like, I don't know how it works. I assume I have to, let's see if I do like this, potentially. And then, no, you know what? Probably digging it down. Power it from the side. Interesting. Let's dig this pond down so it actually looks a bit more realistic. Not digging under the foundations though, because that doesn't make much sense. Let's do like this. All right, that looks pretty good. And then I could very easily just place it. They should all be source blocks. Do this. All right. Then I do need a gear to rotate it. Or can I place it there and it will still pump water? The arrows mean no, I need to rotate it up. Water only falling down on it. No, but water falls down on it and then creates source blocks. That's how it works. See? It's all source. Oh, some of them might not be. Okay. Now they all should be. Okay. Let's see. So I now need from all the way over here to send a line over to here. I think the easiest way to do that is going to be... Oh, there's a gearbox, right? Which allows you to quickly change directions. I think. Yeah. Parallel gearbox. That's what we want. So to make that, we need a gearbox. Well, what is a gearbox? Where do I just make a gearbox? Is this a gearbox? Gearbox. I just need an andesite casing and 4 cogwheels. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, this is interesting. So now I can make a gearbox, and I can have this be that we can take this power right here and have it be, wait. I want to rotate it with a wrench. Can I not rotate it with a wrench? Do I have to place it a certain way? Hit from another side? Oh, here we go. There we go. Wait. I need it to be... There we go. That's what it needs to be. So then we could send mechanical force through the entire base. Like this. And then this sort of line will go across to there. So I need a bunch of shafts. G'day. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh wait, I forget. You just came to the stream. This is more proof for my memory being awful. More proof. It's just the worst. Let's just make a ton of shafts. Okay. Place lots of these to go across. Now I should actually maybe go from here. So if I go ahead and I make a small gear wheel, a cog wheel like this, and I place it here. No, it's not like that, right? It has to be like that to turn it, which then means that I'm going to need to make another gearbox, which means I need more wood. This is interesting. There's a lot you gotta figure out. All right, more wood to make more cogwheels to make another gearbox. There we go. And then I want to rotate it around that face. Yes. And then I can have a route going inside the base. It's like this. Cool. Cool. Then we need to use gear wheels to bring it over here and also to speed it up. So I want some large cogwheels and some small cogwheels like this. So I can go here to here and then here to here. Oh, no. To like here. And then we could have here to here. Okay, so if I do like this. Okay, so I need some more to move it horizontally. This is weird. It's got large cogwheels. I might as well keep speeding it up as I'm moving it across. So break this. Another large cogwheel. And a small one going diagonally like this. And then another large cogwheel. And a small one going diagonally like this. And then we want the large cogwheel to be here. Shifting it like this. And okay. Overstressed. Slow down the component. So it's speeding up too fast. So that means this last one we need to reverse. We'll do this and this. No, wait, what? How do I? No, because then that doesn't reach. So we need to do this and this into this. No, overstressed. Rotate it by doing another gearbox. Yeah. I want to speed it up though, but I'm speeding it up too much, I think. So maybe this needs to be small to large. There we go. That works. That works. Now, it's currently just pumping up above. But if I then add in another fluid pipe here. Going that way. I could then go... I could then fall down. I could then have it come through the wall and go bop, 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 bop. And then, can this not just go straight in, I'm guessing? No, it can't go straight in. Okay. That's working. I just need to pick up the water we for no reason pumped up here. Okay. This is now steam engineering. Its heat is low. And it's... Okay, this whole system is a bit scuffed right now. But we have a source of power. Now, what I'm thinking is I want to run this. Instead of being like this, I want to run it like... Put it back here. Run it like this. Like that. Such that we can have water going to multiple. And then we have multiple engines to use. So we do this. So that's working. And then we can build another one over here. And then we have more power being generated? Question mark? I'm not sure. Let's make a... Oh. There we go. There's that fixed. This is really messing with my brain. So if I now small cogwheel here. Does this... Yes. So that's powering. Okay. The future building is hidden. Exactly. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. But okay, wait. This doesn't work. This needs to come in one more. I forget because this is the wall. So we need this to instead be bop, 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 bop. Like that. So then we can over here. Like this. Build another 4x4. And then we can just keep building. Now, theoretically, could I not now have this be powered by this? If I were to, for instance, take this, make a large cogwheel, put on the other side, and quickly break the other one. Can I make it power itself? Perpetual motion machine. Okay, so I gotta quickly break that. Yes! No! I thought I was smart. Wait, what is... Oh, it's linked like this? Yeah. It's not rotating the right way. It has to rotate specifically that way. It will start pushing water into the pond. No, because it's based on the direction of this. That shows what direction it's going. I don't think I have to rotate it a certain way. But I can always test that theory by flipping the rotation. So I could do this, rotates into this. rotates. All right. I need more small ones for this idea. So if I grab small ones. What am I out of that I need for cogwheels? Wood. Okay. I actually need a fair bit of wood. So if I grab some more small cogwheels. And I instead do... It's like a brain... Okay. So if I do... this. And then... So now they agree, right? Now I'll remove this and make it a shaft. But now they agree. So now I can break this. And if it can power itself, it would. But it can't power itself. It runs out of water? Can I just fill it like... No, I can't fill it like that. Huh. Why is that happening? It's not going fast enough. Okay. So I need... Do I need more heat then, maybe? Potentially more heat. Or can I make the water tank even bigger so that could gear speed doubling? That could work. True, true. So if I break these and I make some large ones, large cogwheel like this. So I can have this be a large cogwheel that goes into a small cogwheel that goes into a large cogwheel that goes into a small cogwheel, and then transition that down with small cogwheels. Though that's still going to connect to this. So actually, no, I'd need to transition it over here. I go like, bop. Right. My brain, if you can't tell, my brain is breaking. But I'm confident that I can figure this out. Okay, so if I do, right, it's this one. If I do 1, 2, and then I break this and I go through. Okay, I did not swap it quick enough. I need to swap it while it's still getting power. So I need to figure out where it wants me to build it. I think break this. Like that? Come on. No? Is that momentary loss of power too much? What if I did this? So now when I break it, there should be a continuous stream of power. There should be at no point. That's just a floating item up there that I can't reach, isn't it? There we go. Right. So now when I break this, there's no moment where it loses energy. So it should power off itself? Yes! Okay, we got it. We have perpetual motion, which means that we can now remove all this ugly going across the whole thing. And this water wheel over here is just a backup if we need it. But like, it's more maybe like just for powering small little things in our base. But we now have all those components back to build with. Fantastic. So now we want to make even more. There's a problem. Oh no, I don't like there being a problem. Size is red. Water is good. Heat is not enough. Oh. That is a good point. Goodbye. Well, I'm gonna have a steam engine closer. Maybe I'll have a backup one here that connects to the system. Because my plan now is to run a shaft like this, potentially, that multiple steam engines give power to, and have one over here. Maybe. Let's actually grab this and let's put it somewhere a little more convenient for us. So actually, the smarter thing is let's make our sort of like network attached to this, because it will then we can easily make sure that everything's spinning at about the same speed. Okay. So let's now craft up some campfires again. Which I think we put the blocks away to do so. No, we just need more wood. This is harder than I thought it would be. We have power. We just need more. And then we're gonna need so many shafts to transport it around. And yeah, I guess we're gonna have the equivalent of power lines, but instead of power lines, like spinning cogwheels, transporting the power through. I wish there was a block, and you guys may be able to tell me if there is, that was just the wheel without the shaft in it, where I could then have just wheels spinning through my town without the shaft, like, looking ugly. It's gonna be an interesting question. All right. Is that a thing you can do? At create. Oh, that is a thing you can do. Oh, great to know. Train hulls, coins, iron supports, lamps. Oh, this is cool. Decals. Okay, that's just building blocks, building blocks. Here we go. Here's some things. So you have like crank wheel. Anything here? No. Chain conveyor, large cogwheel, millstone, schematic cannon, potato cannon. Okay, nope. Crushing wheels, maybe, but then they're not gears. It looking like a maybe not, but I'm gonna keep looking. Mechanical rollers, various things, piston expansion pole, all sorts of stuff. Still not seeing just a plain old gear. There may be the ability to remove the shaft, like visually, that I don't know about. There's these cog cranks. How does this work? Oh, that doesn't even have the thing on it. It doesn't like let me ponder, but maybe I could make cog cranks. Try putting a casing on a gear, andesite casing on a gear. Maybe. That's a mixer. All right, let's try that. Let's try. First of all, we need a bunch more wood. Let's grab another 2 stacks of ironwood logs. Let's try putting a casing on a gear. That's a good idea. I like that idea. I think, sadly, I'm probably... Welcome, Poirot. Good timing, Poirot. Because I'm probably going to end stream in about 50 minutes. About an hour. A really short stream, I do apologize, but I just wanted at least one stream out. So that people could come and watch and enjoy. Because it's been a little bit. And I didn't like that it had been a little bit. But it's a good thing. You've stopped by. You've caught me I mean, it's still like an hour. We're currently working on learning how to use the create mod. And I'm currently experimenting with if we can get cogs going around our town to look pretty. Because that sounds really nice, but I need to see if that's an actual possibility. I'm gonna need to make more andesite alloys. But at least we got one andesite casing. Let's put away our gold, our dirt, seeds, coarse dirt. There we go. That'll do. So if I do like, if I place this and I do that. Oh, maybe I could have like these going through. So what it would basically be then is it would be like, oh no, but those don't even connect. It would have to be, no, that doesn't connect. Does this connect? No, right? Does it? Does that work? Oh, it does. Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. But then what about just having one like that doesn't, where does? That definitely doesn't. Is it like diagonally? No, like maybe it's closer, like here. That definitely doesn't. Here? No. Can large cogwheels maybe not connect to each other? And so I'd have to do something like this throughout the area. This could be how I transport power. And then if I put it all into casings, it would look like this. And then you could have this sort of throughout town to other large cogwheels at a corner, but that's not working. Let's elevate this. Let's elevate the one on the floor to maybe make it a little easier to see. So if I, oh, vertically, it can only connect vertically. So we'd have to have a system like this going through town. So like something like a network, something like that. Just traveling around. And then if you encase all of them, you could maybe make it look like they're attached by putting, wait, this is actually, now I'm thinking, because now, right, you then take copper, you make copper bars and you place like one here like that, and it would look, and if those gears were copper, that's a pretty cool method of like having your power transport around. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. There are ways we could do it with the big gears that look good. All right. For now, we shall. Maybe we try and get power, like a proper look at what power lines would be like. But then we need to pick. Okay, we need to figure out. We need to do some laying out. Actually, I think it's time. We gotta go. I want it all to be like the layout done out of acacia. So we gotta go find a savanna and just chop it of all its wood. And then we're going to we need wood for this stuff like cogwheels and stuff. But we're gonna actually start laying out the entire town because I think we need to. I think it's a bit like sort of long overdue that we need to lay out where everything's going. So let's put some of this away. So all the, well, I guess I can do that. All of our create stuff just goes in this chest. So that. And we have, yep. This goes back in here. We can start just like boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait, I should leave things in here that are going back in my inventory. Like the balls and stuff. Yep, so, and then, yep, these as well. This and this and this and this to make it nice and easy. So everything else is to go back in chests. So let's start by, hopefully I can just do that. Fantastic. Copper sheet, I think, is definitely a create thing. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of andesite. We're going to need a lot of various things. But we've gotten a form of power working, which means we can now actually build out an idea of how we want power to sort of move throughout our town. So we need to, well, figure that out. So barrels can go in there. Logs, I'll keep the acacia logs on me because they're the logs we need. Copper bars can go in here. Nature blocks like that. Quartz dirt. Yep, and then we just mob drops. Oh. Andesite and cobble goes in here. Shafts go in here. And we clear our entire sort of inventory stash away. So then this is like that. This, nope, nothing else in there. This goes like this. And we put the campfire away in building and the redstone away in here. Perfect. So now I could bring all our stuff back out that we're just for running around with. I'll put the hoe back here. Waystone. All this. And then we do need food. Am I out of food? Where's my food? Where did I put all my food? Huh. Oh, it must have been when I did this. It went back and stacked. That's it. There's our food. So, we're going to go chop down a ton of acacia wood. And then we're going to Hello, good sir. Can I help you? Oh, look at the Goofy. Oh, you're not an alpha Pokemon. You're just a little guy. Look at that Goofy Walrein. Oh, wait, I gotta scan. I gotta get out my Pokedex. Look at the goofiest Walrein I've ever seen. And oh, the Spheals are rolling. Sadly, as the steel trainer, I cannot use this. But what a cutie. Okay. Let's sort. Let's go look at my map and see if I know where any savannas are. There's a savanna over there. Or we could go chop down all its wood. Are there any savannas up here? Would be ideal. Can we just do a little bit of flying about, maybe? Oh, here we go. So we'll head right up north to that big savanna. All right. Time to take the rocket. Let's go. Nah, I found where I'm heading. Let's go. Now, there's a good chance that the server lags with how fast I'm flying, kicks me off, and I fall to my doom. It's a very good chance. But I like those odds. Let's go, Golurk. We're rocketing forward. And I'm going to do it like near here, so we're sort of exploring some new chunks. Because we have distant horizons on, which is why we can see all of these like loaded chunks, which is very pretty. You can actually see over there the electric gym being built. I don't want to spoil because I don't know what they've streamed, but you could just see it a little bit over in the distance. Let's load some chunks over here as well. We've got like a chasm of chunks that we just haven't loaded. Let's go. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this SMP. It's so nice. It's so fun. I'm really enjoying it. Okay. Let's oh. Whoa, goodness. Whoa, Nelly. All right. Let's keep on going. And let's keep on keeping on. What is over here? What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game. You didn't know you were playing. I know this song. It's funny with this lo-fi playlist. It's always just like a song comes on. It's like, wait, I know this one. Ready or not, let's begin. All right. Let's keep on flying. The savannah, I think, is up ahead. We're in a prairie. I think it was across the water. There's a little savannah over there. We want a big savannah. But yeah. Let's keep on flying on down. And then we're basically just going to chop down like the entire forest to have plenty of wood that we can fully sort of plan out where we want everything in our base to go. Or at least start planning it out for like the last hour of stream. You must go now. That is all good. Thank you for assisting in Create Mod and for stopping by. I do really appreciate it. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I probably will leave the rest of working with Create Mod to like optimize off stream that setup, or probably do it on stream. I'll see. All I know is that I wanna get back into doing some proper building next stream on here, which is why I sort of want to map out at the end of this stream to have a look. So yeah, here we go. Here we're coming up on the savannah. All right. Here we go. So we're just going to tear through all these trees and get as much acacia wood as we can. And perfect landing. All right. With tree feller, it's going to be much quicker than it was before, which is very nice. I do appreciate this being added. It does certainly make getting trees much easier. Grab all the wood. All right. But yeah, I've been quite busy, which has been annoying. I want to make a compilation video out of the lore stream, the first lore stream. That is just a little comp of me being goofy to put up on YouTube for those people who missed it, to just get some of like, I guess what are in my opinion some of the highlights, and then also doing a bit more work on the song. I want to get it out, but it's really tough because my voice keeps acting up and playing up and I can't get good recordings. So I'm hoping that I can get some good recordings today and tomorrow, and I can get the song out for you guys, because I really do think it's really good. I just can't quite get the quality of vocals that I want. I'm getting really close though now, and I probably will put another teaser for the song up potentially. We will see. All right. Continue to just grab as much wood as we can. We're basically gonna need to pick like, where are we building a Poke Center? Where are we building, or just like where are various buildings going to go? Where are roads going to go is a big thing, because then we could start building in like power line type contraptions and various things to transport like the gear kinetic energy throughout the base. And I'm gonna need to craft up a ton of those fake gears to then make them copper to make it look really nice. Which does mean I'm going to need to probably go mine out a bunch more trial chambers, which is fine. But I don't actually know if it consumes the block. I don't know. I haven't worked with the copycat before. It's a very interesting sort of idea of it, but I don't know how it works. All I know is that it copies, like, it makes it look like whatever block you use on it. Because I think it was helping out the ground leader a little bit. Ooh, you know what? I'll just click that waypoint. Because it's just a teleport all the way out here, which is nice. I'll rename it to way up. Right. Can I rename? Yeah, so let's rename this to be way up north. That works. All right, all that. I think grabbing like 5 stacks or so. I mean, we have a waypoint up here now, so we can come back more easily, which is nice. Oh yeah, of course. No, I mean, listen. We needed wood. We flew far away, which means that it's not a problem. Like, if we had created an ecological catastrophe close to spawn, then we're monsters. But this far away, we can just, you know, deforest the entire forests, mine up the sand of entire deserts, because no one will know. How would they know? No one will know. All right. How are we doing? Oh, we're nearly at 5 stacks. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. No, you won't. No, you won't. I'll just red hot poker in the eyes, and you won't see a thing. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and continue chopping away at all these trees. I just want enough that I'm pretty sure we want it to come back for the rest of the stream. Typical humans. Yes, I am. I have my greed, my hubris, and my greed. All right. You do get a lot of sticks nowadays from trees, which is kind of funny. You end up, honestly, with, like, never having to craft sticks, as long as you're smart and remember to actually go grab them. Okay, this'll do. Where was that waystone? Where was that waystone? It was up, right? It was, like, up. Yeah, here we go. Up on the hill. We can now go back. Hello. Dun. So, let's do this. So we got tons of wood. So, this right here is the planetarium. And I want the planetarium. Maybe I should actually be picking a different wood block to build out of for this. But I think it's fine because it's just like general foundations. So I feel like the planetarium wants to be in a like central promenade that can be like, it can be slightly elevated, but like the foundations, what is the foundation level of the whole town? And I feel like it's maybe this right here, and it's like paving over this stretch. So if we have the road be sort of, because I want the road to be rather wide, because it's like the central sort of street down the town, and there'll be like a build at the end here. So if we go ahead and say, so this is one side of the road basically right here, and then the other, there will be another probably central road stretching this way and this way. So there's one road this way, one road that way. And so we want to go and say that it's on about, I think, maybe this level. So we'll mine this. And we want to go ahead and say, maybe leaving, maybe putting it to about here, which still leaves enough space at the back for like a build that's overlooking the edge. We'll go like this. Yeah. So we're just sort of scaffolding in where the sort of foundations of the roads will be. So this is all going to be filled in and be road. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. How wide do I want it to be is now a question. Like, if we want it to feel somewhat cramped with, like, I kind of want it to feel somewhat cramped with it sort of opening up right around here, like, near the gym, and everywhere else feels a little cramped. I think maybe having the road be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 6 wide too thin, though? Maybe 8 wide. Like this. Though it should maybe be a one block center is important to maintain. So let's go with this A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I hate that that's what we're gonna have to count to, but it has to be done. So this right here, I can now sort of imagine will be where the central road of the, like, well, one road goes. Right, like this. And then this hooper ring's gonna be right in the way, isn't it? Oh, that's fine. Then the other one, so this is a bit higher up, which is interesting. I'll probably have to somewhat have the roads match the terrain. So if this is, or maybe they dug it down for the road, and then you'll have like, maybe the road needs to start higher up. If the idea is sort of like foundations have been built upon everything and like some gaps have been built in, maybe we start the road 1 higher. Because currently it's on this level. And it would instead put it on this level. This level, yeah, this level would work well. We'll start the road 1 higher. That's what we'll do. So break this. Yeah. This makes sense, I think. It'll look good, hopefully. So break this as well. And break this. And so we're going to have all the road, like the central road, be at this. Maybe it should go up and down. That would look a bit more natural. Yeah, I think maybe it should have some height changes to it. So maybe we started at this level. I didn't need to break all that then, but if we have it be at this level for this stretch. Yeah, maybe this level over here, and then over here, because it's sort of like, yeah, it's touching the side, so we want it to be here. This could be following this height, so it sort of comes, though I want this promenade to be flat. Yeah, I want, so this would be this block right here, and so this will go through like this. And so this will be leveled out a bit. Like this. Like that. I know. All this anyway, all this is going to be the foundation and stuff. So it isn't a huge deal if it's exposed. Like this is gonna all be cut down and okay, this is my brain is trying to like verbalize what I'm seeing. But so yeah, I hope it's somewhat clear that we're having like this sort of main road stretching through town, and then then we're gonna fall down and not be able to make it back. Actually, we can make it back up pretty easily thanks to water bucket. Do this. Okay, and then do what? Game? Oh man, this is rough. Okay, and we're free. All right, That was very annoying to just fall down there and be a little stuck. Oh, we got unstuck, which is all fine and dandy. So we need, this is another reason to build in the roads, is it will actually make this sort of like nice and flat. So there's it's 5 block center, right? Yeah, it's 5 block. Yeah, it's 5 block center. So then here we will have sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block. This going this way. And it will stay level, but right around, I think it will be like level for this whole area because it's sort of like the promenade of here, but then a couple blocks back, like we'll go 1, 2, and then it'll start stepping up. So it'll go about here for a bit. So we are going to have to do a little bit of like terraforming and messing with the terrain to get this to work properly, but not too much, because then this can step up like this. And we have it pretty much perfect. Let's put some dirt away and some stuff away. Actually, I should keep some dirt. Oh, I'll pick up some dirt. So this will be like this, sort of going through. We need to mine the wood on the other side because it's sort of like a then central point. All right. Oh, this hooper ring is being such a pain because I can't actually see if they're in line. It's basically like the center of the hooper ring. Yeah, okay, now they're in line. And then this is in line, so that will be like this. And then I can go, I'll get on top and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bop. And then so this corner will be like that. Okay. We're just placing in a frame so that we get a general idea of where things will go. This is going to cover like that. This is going to... Because I think it could be interesting if we have like the foundational support stretching down below. Because we're not going to fill in these gaps. These gaps were here. So we're going to make it look like this was built around these gaps. Darn. That sucks. That sucks. That's very rough. Okay. Because now I got to go get my water back, which is even worse. And somehow there's water over here, which doesn't actually make any sense. Which probably means that the water I placed down there doesn't exist and isn't real. But we'll see. All right. So let's get on top of this. So this will then stretch out like this. I don't know how I'm going to make the roads be. I feel like just a combination of like andesite and stone and like those sorts of blocks. To make sort of like a cobbled together kind of road. I don't know how far back this road will go in this direction, to be honest. All right. Yes. What is up? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oof. That's gonna be rough. The nice thing about where I am is it's pretty well level. And especially with doing like this sort of foundation stuff, it will look pretty good. I don't know if there will be grass visible when I'm done with it. It might be fully all paved over and with like a greenhouse area instead. So yeah, this road. So the only road that sort of slopes up is that road going towards the back, towards the observatory. Everywhere else is pretty flat. So I think this is a good level to have built the road at. Okay. Yeah, so we see there's sort of like this, there will be this central sort of area here, like in front of the observatory, and maybe these buildings I could also have be curved fronts so that it looks natural. Could be an interesting idea. I'll see. But for now, build this out. It's just basically, like, it's weird to be placing so much acacia wood, but if we know where everything will go, it'll make it much easier to start building things. And then now that we know where the main roads are going, it's much easier to go, okay, let's place something in. For example, I'm now thinking about having, I don't know. Jump. I can't wait. Maybe I'll build some roads next stream that I'm on here. Maybe that's the play. I'll build in some roads. And that way we have sort of like a starting thing to work from. Let's do this. And then we build up and do this. Oh, Beldum. Beldum time. Is that on me? That's on me. That's on me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. It's just below me, actually. No, wait. Is it you? Oh, it is you. I saw a hooper ring on me. That's what confused me. I saw a hooper ring on me and I was like, is that on me? Okay, yeah, the Beldum's on you. I'm dumb. I'm a dumbass. It's official. I'm a dumbass. Okay. So yeah, then this road will sort of follow the curvature up a little bit. And maybe even we send it one up again. Yeah, why not? It'll be like this. Boop, 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 boop. And it leaves room for, like, at the side of the observatory, this can be like a seating area or like a power thing. It gives a lot of space for small structures to be built next to the observatory, which is interesting. Okay, so then this road sort of up around here. And then it's going to, I think, stop probably actually right about here. Because then there's like a build back here and then maybe like a little side street back to the observatory of some sort. Yeah, it'll probably stop around here. Nice. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. So there's one. Yeah, that looks about right. Sort of like, and then there's like a building here, maybe in like a side street back to around here. So then we have up here. So this one should probably go right near the edge because there's all this space and all this space. And then this one's probably about the right place as well. And that one's probably about the right place. Yeah, so this one over here just needs to go further. And then that's sort of our main roads. And we can start building like... It's an interesting amount of space. Because I can build a lot, but at the same time, I don't have endless space to build everything. I gotta be somewhat smart about it. Hence why I'm mapping it out. Because the observatory, like, there's room here to have little shacks that, like, people have cobbled together. Or, like, small little builds. Maybe some stalls selling things could make sense. Like some temporary, like, tent style stalls. Maybe like a food truck sort of thing. There's a lot of options. So this hasn't quite gone far enough, I think. This one will stretch out to about, yeah, about there, I think. Or maybe to about here. Yeah. And then we go, whoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the wall. And then back this way. So this gives us all our roads. So these are all the roads. Oh, a gift package. What have you got? An ability patch. Oh, fantastic. I don't have to buy one of those. It's very nice. And I think it came with some Pokeballs as well. So if we have a look now, we sort of have our roads laid in where we want them. We could then start picking where we're going to build various things and maybe then some side streets. Like I'm thinking having a build that's sort of this area right here, like on the corner here. And then it would have like area behind it and behind it here to sort of build as well. Yeah, maybe this area right here is where we have the most smaller buildings, and then we have bigger building like here and here. I'm thinking of putting a big greenhouse up on this area over here, like a nice sort of greenhouse where all the food is grown for the town. And then down around here, maybe having a Poke Center and some other things. Maybe a big complex that has like the Poke Center and other buildings in it. And then down here will be like more the rest of town and everything. And then we put our waypoint right there. Yeah, that works. We just need to figure out what we're going to build the road network out of. I think maybe we'll keep, I think I'm going to keep laying out for now. And then next stream, we could sort of start filling in the layout. So let's see. So around here, what if I were to mirror this so that there is sort of like a town center around where this is? So if I was to mirror this shape, it would be so there's right here. Oh, sorry. My bad. Because like this is going to look very big walking past it, which is sort of the goal. And then have sort of like the stairs leading up to it. Because that level right there is where the floor is. It sort of has like a big foundations it's built on. And then it will be like staircase up to it. But if we were to over here choose to, I guess it's the gap is, you start here is the first block, and then you go 1 2 3 1 2, what is it, 1 2 3 1 2, because it's like 1 2 3 1 2 1 1 1 1. Yeah, okay. So then it's like 1 1. So this is now sort of mapping out the allowed area I can build in if I wanted to make this town center really pop. I live! Barely, but I live! Oh, spider, please, no. Come on. This is why I need to fill things in as well. I am too clumsy to have these giant holes in my base. I need... Oh, there's a score bunny. Shame I don't need score bunny. I need ditto. Where's my dittos? Okay. So... Go around like this. 1, 2. So it goes like 3 and then 3 again. So it's 3. Then it's the center. Then 1, 2, 3. And then like 2, 3, 1. There we go. So if I now remove all the extra blocks. So this would be sort of what the... Yeah, the town center would then be pretty large in size and would be able to then like handle lots of buildings and lots of various things. All right. Oops, there goes Score Bunny. Let's chop this down so that we can clear the space. All right. And continue just mapping out sort of what's going on. That's the whole idea of this. Just map out. This is sort of, I'm treating this like an intermediary stream of just like learning, create, mapping out, and then the next stream on here, we are building. We are starting to put together this actual town. And that's my goal for like the next couple streams on here. I do also want to stream not on here at some point. I have been doing a lot of the Cobblemon, and I know it might not be everyone's thing. And so I may, this week or next week, just do a couple other streams. Maybe hop back on Of the Devil, maybe hop back on Sonic Frontiers. Those, I think, are the 2 games I'm currently in the midst of playing through. So actually, let's just do this. All right. And then like this. All right, that should also be even. So yeah, this would be a pretty good town center to build around. It would give me tons of space to maybe even like make almost like a central fountain or something, or like a centerpiece. If the town is designed to be teleported into, like if that is the designated, well, that's one designated entrance. A second may be I mean, teleportation, I think we can have canonically existing. So I can build around it. But I'll also probably have a place. I should map that out. Where do we want to build a port? I think right here, actually. Maybe right here is like the port, or here, or even here. Well, actually, if spawn is this way, it makes sense for right around here to build where airships would fly in. Maybe even that's this. This could be, yeah, over here. We could build where airships fly in, the Poke Center, and like a general Pokemart all in one facility. Oh, what are you? Hello. Okay. So I'm going to make a quick crafting table. Just put a sign down to say what this area is going to be. So this area is going to be Poke Center, Pokemart, Airship, port. Oh, I accidentally just went full screen. So that's what we'll go here. And I'm gonna make more crafting tables because having them around is not a bad idea, and they can just be where we mark what each quadrant has. So this quadrant has a Poke Center, a Pokemart, and an airship port. Then this quadrant is for general housing, I think. And then that quadrant can be for a greenhouse. So this quadrant is everything else, basically. So this, nope, not like that. I'll do like this. Everything else. And it's like housing, power, Power station. Restaurant. Question mark. Like, this can be where everything else is. It's designed to be a small town. Like, it's more a tourism spot than a place people would live, is sort of the idea of it. And no, the semicircles look weird right now, but that will sort of continue out into the build. So it is a-okay. So then we need to just set this last one up. And so then next stream, I think we'll build the road and sort of this town center area as like the first thing we'll build to get an idea of it at least. I think that's probably a smart idea. And then we can work with Create to have all the gears and all that shenanigans. Okay, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, nope. Oh, like that, like that. And then we go here, 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 and we just mine it all away. It's a little more difficult for this one. But it should be fine. Can I even... Nah, I'm gonna have to get on top to reach that. Sneak under here. Actually... Man, this is a pain. I gotta go all the way around here. Boop. Boop. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? I just wanted to collect this wood. That's definitely why that just happened, is I just felt like I need to grab that wood that was down here, you know. I didn't completely fail a jump and fall down and mean that I have to go back around. No, that's crazy. That genuinely, you're crazy. I'm going crazy. I actually am. My brain is fried, and who cares? I got Cobblemon on the mind. So, now we can have a look, and we see sort of this shape for the town center. Which I like a fair bit. And then... Because then maybe we could have this sort of be like... The center could almost be dipped down, and then the roads, and then it's like going up around it. And so it looks even more grand, maybe? I don't know. These are all even though they look all correct. If I'm like, yeah, that all looks about right. I think so. I think that looks right. I think this sort of shadowy thing is messing me off. It's throwing off my perception. But I think we haven't messed this up. So, now it becomes a question of, do we want to build the rest of the facilities? Probably not. What do we want to do now? I guess we can... Well, actually, let's just mine some cobblestone and fill in the rest of the foundation over there. Over at that building. I do think that is the correct place to put the power generator. It's like the furthest away from everything else. And it's sort of like... Yeah, it's out of the way. It's where it would have realistically been placed. But we can then just transport power along the main roads and easily hook it up to every building. And we could just have a few generators going in... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. How the system works and how Create works. If it works how I think it does. But let's grab... We're going to need to destroy this little bit over here at some point anyways. Because it just looks a bit ugly. It doesn't quite fit the surroundings. So... Might as well start just stealing some cobblestone from it. I'm getting stone because I have soak touch. Of course I am. I'm an idiot. Let's swap these around. You know, actually, that was on purpose as well. I just need a little bit of stone, you know. It's all on purpose. Everything that I do on stream is definitely 100% what I had planned. I never make mistakes. You must be thinking of a different captain. I am flawless. I've never messed up once. Ignore all the times I fell down into my own base. Just ignore everything your eyes see. Just ignore me. That's actually the real strategy. Okay. Let's try and seeing if this is enough to fill it all in. Because having all the gears moving around town would look phenomenal. Oh, I've just been added in the Discord. Yeah. Yes, please. All right. Back to the Twitch. Okay. Back to the stream. Let's fill all this in. Okay, we're gonna need more. A fair bit more cobblestone to fill this in, I think. Ooh, maybe let's go into the underground. Maybe we could do that to sort of end off. It's sort of, we're in this awkward state where we don't have the resources necessary to really start building this road. I'm gonna need to, my thoughts is sort of a very stone cobbled together path is probably going to make the most sense. I think. So something like combining the ironwood, logs, and cobblestone, and like these being sort of like the sort of colors. Or do I want rather dark, like maybe darker roads to make all the slightly lighter buildings pop out? Yeah, maybe I'll get some really dark blocks and make sort of like deep slate and black stone, and I'll have to have a look. I'll have to maybe do a little bit of research, but I'll get plenty of blocks that we can start building with next stream. Will definitely be a goal. For now, I just gotta mine this away and fill this in. It's a short stream, sadly, but I will make sure to work on some other things off stream and still create more entertainment for you guys. I really want to get this song out. It's so frustrating, but I'm really suck at recording, but I really want to get it out. I'm gonna probably put another teaser out for it, hopefully, and try and get more parts of it perfect. All right. Let's do all this. Mine all this away. Okay. Fill in what is up here and we're good. But I hope you all have enjoyed the stream so far. I honestly, the end is probably approaching for the stream, which means I may... well, the problem is there's no one else online. Is there anyone else on the server online who might just not be streaming Gymbound, potentially? There are people who I can bother with a raid? I don't think so. I think I might be genuine. I think I might be the only person live. Well, like, cause these people were the last ones to go live, and they're no longer live. So I'll have to, maybe I'll raid someone new, which could be interesting, could be fun. Yeah, whoever owns it must be really cool and amazing. However, whoever owns it also did mess up the mod packs to where my Mega Mall Wall looks like regular Wall. So I don't know how cool and amazing they are. I am now getting commissioned a custom Mega Mall Wall resource pack, which is going to be even better than if it had worked properly the first time. So it's fine. I'm gonna win in the end. I'm gonna have the coolest Mega on the server. That's the plan. All right, fill in all this. So that's now all fully foundationed and filled in, and it's sort of going to be, yeah, I'm gonna need to build a beacon and go mining and just get a ton of resources for us to build with. It's probably gonna be the play before the next stream. Maybe next Mega Stream Monday can be a Mega Build Monday, where we build for the whole stream. We could probably get so much done if we just set out a whole stream to start building. We could probably get all the roads done, maybe even started on the foundations of the gym. And maybe it could be a little bit of like a just chatting vibe stream. We'll see. But Unless the really, really cool server owner is planning on going live soon, I'm probably gonna wrap it up here and raid someone. But if someone from Gymbound is planning on going live, I can wait a little bit and send into them, because I want people who are in here to sort of to share the viewership, share the love around, sort of thing. I'll have a look, but I don't think anyone is. Well, I'll start having a peek at who I could raid. I think it's in here, and then in here's the other place I raid from. Yeah, somewhere over here, I think. Maybe. Or is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, wait. No. What am I? Oh, here it. I just clicked every single tab on the Discord before the one I had to click. Very, very me move to do, I must say. So let's find somebody to potentially raid into. Okay, this person's on their starting soon screen. Maybe. Okay, I found someone who is on a Minecraft a Minecraft SMP, which is Oz. So that seems pretty good. Let me copy this. So I'm going to let me switch over to my main to say goodbye. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the shorter stream. I'm gonna try and make my next ones longer, and actually I should be able to mega stream Monday this coming week, which will be fun. But for now, until we meet at Fairer Waters. I'm sorry to end this quickly. I got so much to do today. But and let me start the raid up. And until we meet at Fairer Waters, farewell everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Go be nice to Hamboy VT, who's playing some Minecraft, and be a good crew. Bye bye.